Good morning, agents, and welcome to another daily episode of Target Loot today for October 15th, the series that shows you the Target Loot map, farming tips and tricks, vendor reset highlights, and much more. I'm Agent Shadow, and if you enjoy my content, please consider smashing the subscribe and like buttons below. In the pinned comment below, there are links to join my Discord and clan, also to support my channel like becoming a member and the promo code for my merchandise store, and a lot more, but we'll cover more at the end of the video. Let's get started with the Dark Zones first and the highlights from the vendors this week, DC, and then finally New York City Target Loot highlights last. Alright guys, so at the clan we do have the everyday carrier with perfectly efficient, that's the named Bellstone Armory new chest piece. And then over here in DZ West we got gear system mods, targeted loot. That's not worth grinding for at all. I can't imagine that a god roll gear system mod would drop in the Dark Zones, but there is the Emperor's Guard at the DZ West vendor this week that rolls with skill tier, 1% armor regen, and hazard protection. Over in DZ South we do have the Bellstone Armory as targeted loot, so that's the new Bellstone Armory brand that came with TU11. And there is a DZ exclusive for the Bellstone Armory. That's the Liquid Engineer backpack with perfect bloodsucker. I actually have a build video with that backpack I'll put in the top right card right now. Otherwise, yeah, this is worth farming for sure. And comment below and let me know how fast one drops for you when you get into the Dark Zone to farm for it today. And then finally, at DZ East, we got Seska as targeted loot. There's also the White Death with Vindictive at the DZ vendor if you need to go pick that up. That's one of the best MMRs in this game, so it is worth picking up if you don't want to farm for it. And then for targeted loot, we do have Seska, so that is the Devil's Due backpack. Now that has perfect clutch rolled onto it as the talent. So if you're looking for the Devil's Due backpack with perfect clutch, today's the day to farm for it. Alright, let's go check out what we got on the north side targeted loot highlights. Alright agents, we're over here at the north side targeted loot highlights. So first off, let's do the invaded missions this week. We got Camp White Oak, Jefferson Trade Center, American History Museum, District Union Arena as the stronghold, and Tidal Basin as the final stronghold. Now, since Camp White Oak is invaded, it's always a Black Tusk mission, so you can run it invaded or not. Gloves targeted loot means you can get the BTSU gloves and the contractor's gloves, but since it's Black Tusk, the BTSU gloves do have a higher drop rate chance for them to drop. We got Hana-U at Coney Island Ballpark, so that's the Force Multiplier backpack with perfect combined arms. That's an extra 30% skill damage every 3 seconds that you're hitting an enemy. I have a turret drone build I'll put in the top right card now that utilizes this backpack, and it's amazing. Definitely pick one up with skill haste and skill damage on it. Providence Defense at the amusement park, so you can get the sacrifice with perfect glass cannon. Although I prefer Obliterate or Hunter's Fury chest piece or Intimidate, you know, some people still run glass cannon. Or if you have a DPS build with 3-piece Providence Defense like everyone should, you know, maybe run it on Heroic and try to find some better rolls. Overlord over here at Manny National Zoo, you can go for the Fox's Prayer knee pads. That's 8% damage to targets out of cover. That's multiplicative damage, the best type of damage in the game. Definitely pick up a pair of those if you haven't gotten them already, and if you do, you want to make sure you pick up ones with 15% weapon damage, 8% damage to targets out of cover, and then 12% crit hit damage. Finally, at the summit, we do have Petrov. So, like I usually say every day, in Title Update 11.1, which should be coming out in a week or two, we're going to be able to pick our own personal, private, targeted loot that's private to just one person in a group. And you're going to be able to pick not only which, thing you want to farm for, you're also going to be able to pick which type of gear set. You're not going to just pick gear sets. And I believe that feature is coming to the open world too. Not picking targeted loot, but the feature of actually having multiple gear set types all over the map. And then of course Petrov, you can farm for the Contractor's Gloves with 8% damage to armor, which is amazing on LMG builds. So I'd recommend grabbing that at the summit today for sure. Alright, let's go check out the west side loot. Alright, agents, we're over here on the west side, target of loot highlights. So starting off, we got Hana U again at downtown west. So you got doubles target of loot right there. Chest pieces at Bank HQ. While it's not True Sons, you still can farm for this. You still can farm this for the tardigrade exotic chest piece. The True Sons just have a higher drop rate chance of it. Just like the BTSU have a higher drop rate chance of the BTSU gloves. It works that way with every exotic. We got Douglas and Harding at Constitutional Hall if you're looking for the Punch Drunk Mask. Now that gives you an extra 20% headshot damage baked right into that mask. So it's great with a perfect headhunter build. And from what I'm reading and hearing from other people, the 3-piece aces and eights is no longer multiplicative damage or something like that. So it's better to actually run the Punch Drunk Mask on all your Headhunter builds, as in like a all high-end one. And speaking of Headhunter builds, we got Araldo Holdings at Foggy Bottom. So if you need a good piece of Araldo Holdings today, you got a few control points here, 3 of them to farm today. Especially a good backpack with like Vigilance or Composure on it. That's what I would farm for sure. We got Bellstone Armory at Lincoln Memorial. You can farm the Everyday Carrier with Perfectly Efficient. Now with the Liquid Engineer, hit up the Dark Zone today and see if you can get it to drop. See how many you can get to drop. Then go hit up Lincoln Memorial and let me know if it drops at all, because it shouldn't. If it drops from an NPC, please send me a screenshot. Otherwise, if you get it from Target Loot Rewards, try to get me a screenshot as well, or just comment below and let me know if you got it rewarded to you. Because right now, the data miners and everyone say it's a Dark Zone exclusive, so I would try the Dark Zone and Lincoln Memorial. And especially since Lincoln Memorial is such a fast mission, 3 bosses at the end, I could finish that with my new True Patriot build I'll put in the top right card right now in about 8-9 minutes. Knee pads at West Atomic Park, that's the Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads, Fox's Prayer knee pads, and Sawyer's knee pads, which all 3 are worth it, but I would farm, of course, Overlord if you're looking for the Fox's Prayer knee pads. We got Grupo Sombro at DARPA, 1 piece for DPS builds, 2 pieces for skill explosive damage builds, and Alp Summit at the Pentagon, you can get the Percussive Maintenance with perfect tech support, although I think that belongs on a Wyvernware Hana U piece. And then of course, my personal recommendation is get an Empathetic Resolve talent on an Alp Summit chest piece with like repair skills rolled on it and skill haste maybe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You got masks over here at the White House, so you get the Coyotes mask and the Vial mask. I recommend DNH to farm DNH for the Punch Drunk mask. But yeah, let's go check out the East Side Target Loot highlights. Alright, agents, we're over here on the East Side Target Loot highlights. First off, I see Walker Harrison Co. in downtown East. You can get the Chain Killer Perfect Headhunter chest piece, which we were talking about earlier with the headshot builds. And then, of course, you got the submachine guns at Grand Washington Hotel. If you want to get the Lady Death, refarm the Chatterbox, get a good Vector variant or MPX. Those are the top tier SMGs in the game. You can't get the Dark Winter or the Apartment. Those are DZ exclusives, but you can get the Safety Distance and, of course, the Swap Chain. Safety Distance comes with Perfect Outsider. I forget what Swap Chain comes with. You got rifles at Federal Triangle, so you can get the Diamondback and Merciless exotic rifles. And then, of course, a classic M1A. Best damage talents on that are Boomerang, Rifleman, and Ranger, or you can get the Baker's Dozen with Perfect Lucky Shot. We got doubles targeted loot for D&H over here at Viewpoint, and then holsters at Jefferson Trade Center. So you can get the Imperial Dynasty holster, and then, of course, you get the Forge holster, which gives you 50% extra shield health. So a whole extra shield skill tier to your shield health. Gear sets at American History Museum. So of course you can get anything but System Corruption, which is a Dark Zone exclusive, or the Foundry Bulwark or Future Initiative chest and backpack pieces. Those are still exclusive to the Iron Horse raid, and I'm sure in a few months, maybe Title Update 12, they'll release them to the general loot pool. But until then, you know, it's still exclusive to the Operation Iron Horse raid. Assault rifles at East Mall, so you get the exotic Chameleon, the Burnout named FAMAS, the Mechanical Animal of Future Perfection, the Maniac named Military AKM, all sorts of named assault rifles. And then a top tier assault rifle, the best in the game, would be the FAMAS, the military AKM, Carbine 7, Police M4, and a G36 variant. We got doubles for Alps, Mass, all sorts of doubles today actually. Let's go check out what we got in New York City Target Loot highlights, and I will let you agents go. Alright agents, we're over here on New York City Target Loot highlights, and it looks like we got quite a bit, so let's get started. First off, we got Badger Tough at Civic Center open world area. Now you can get a 0F's chest piece with Perfect Unbreakable. That's actually really worth farming for, and I have builds that utilize that chest piece. DPS ones I'll put in the top right card. Doubles target loot for assault rifles at the tombs, but we do have double target loot for LMGs at Stranded Tanker and in the Two Bridges open world. So you can farm for the Bullet King and Pestilence. Those are the exotic LMGs. And then there's many named LMGs like the Carnage, the Sleipnir, which you can craft at the White House, the Good Times with Perfect Fast Hands, the new Reliable, the Carnage, the Quiet Roar. There's all sorts of them that you can farm for that are quite worth it. And we got doubles for rifles. A lot of doubles targeted loot today, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, lastly, we got shotguns at Wall Street. You got a chance for Bullet King to drop from the boss at the end. I think his name is Judge or something like that. And then, of course, you can get the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun. The new The Mop with 10% armor on kill is the third attribute. I always roll close and personal as the talent for that one. Or you can get a Marine Super 90 or custom M870. Those three are the best shotguns in the game, especially the Mop. And then finally, Sokolov Concern at Financial District. Anyone and everyone right now is looking for an all-red chest piece or backpack that's Sokolov Concern. That has Intimidate on the chest piece, or Obliterate, or on the backpack has Vigilance or Versatile or whatever. I have multiple, like 4 build videos with Sokolov Concern chest and backpack pieces, one or the other. And yeah, it can be difficult to find a Sokolov Concern chest or backpack piece that has weapon damage, crit hit chance, and crit hit damage on it. Even just one of mine, I stuck with weapon damage, crit hit chance, and weapon handling. I mean, they're kind of difficult to find, so farming open world NYC wouldn't be too bad today for Sokolov Concern. I personally would rather it be a mission that I can just do over and over. But I've farmed the open world of NYC lately. It would be all green right here on my map, but I'm showing it from the, from Washington, D.C., so it doesn't show that. But good luck for all you agents out there today that are farming Sokolov Concern all red chest and backpack pieces. Alright agents, well that was the targeted loot for today, October 15th. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed my content. If you would like to become a member for support and exclusive perks, click the join button below to further support my dream of being a full-time content creator. You can also grab some Shadow Gaming merchandise, support me on alt tech like Patreon or Subscribestar. The Shadow Gaming merchandise, I just opened up a whole new listing. It's got tons of stuff on it, and I got a promo code which gives everyone free shipping for the next about week and a half if you just use the promo code all lowercase shadow99. But yeah, anyway, if you're still watching this video right now to the end, thank you. That is truly the best way to support me. And of course, whitelist me on your ad blocker, which is just something I would do personally with content creators that I watch and enjoy. Anyway, take care agents, and be sure to stay tuned for more daily dedicated Division 2 content. This is Agent Shadow signing off. I will see you in the next video. Take care, agents.